Long ago, on the railways far away, there were four railways that were very competitive. But even more than that, there were engines that competed with each other. Jack, a pannier tank for the Great Western Railway. Harry, a small shunting engine for the LNER, known as the London North Eastern Railway. Another engine named Dan, who worked for the LMS, the London, Midland and Scottish. There was also the Southern, but many others, as well as the GNR, with a tank engine named Lewis. These four were the station pilots, and they would always see each other, as not only were they station pilots, but they would take small trains. They would see each other, and they would always glare. You may think that many engines were friends, and that is true, but many of the tank engines competed who was the best. They all looked at each other, and they would always try to frame the engines, but it would always backfire. The four most rivals of this time were Jack, Harry, Dan, and Lewis. They were the four biggest competitors. But not only were they, but tender engines were even bigger competitors. But this is not about tender engines. This is about tank engines. This story takes place in the 1900s, with engines working all over the British network. One day they would all join to be British Railways, but also, with that going on, there was also a time of war when many arguments had been held, and soon munitions and other bloody dread people were there. There was World War I, but soon, when they were beginning to form into a bigger company, it soon became British Railways. And not only that, but after the World War I, the Railway Act was passed, but soon the engines would still become rivals. Jack, Harry, Lewis, and Dan were some of the last members of their class to be living on that time of British Railways. Their brothers and sisters were getting scrapped right and left. They were shunting trucks, hauling freight, pulling coaches, pushing coaches, proving that they were really useful. But they would always seem to not be there good enough. Soon world wars began, and not only were there wars with the people, but the tank engines were very angry. They were trying to compete still, not only like who's the fastest and who's the best, but during World War, they really understood how important it was, but they still hated each other. They were rival companies, and they were ready to destroy each other, and they were at big war with each other. But that is the story for you to find out.